Aloha! I'm Tim Tiki, and welcome to my basement bar here in Detroit, Michigan. Motor City, Murder City, like it, love it, or leave it. Today I'm going to be making my spin on a classic, the Zombie. Our friend Don the Beachcomber is credited with inventing this drink, and I think if he were alive today, he'd enjoy this drink that I'm calling the Zug Island Zombie. And now we're going to make the Zug Island Zombie. We're going to start with a nice zombie head mug, which I have here, and we're going to fill it. We're going to pack it with crushed ice all the way to the top, and then we're going to pack it in there just to make it nice and tight. I also have this vial that I picked up from the florist, and we're going to sink that right down the center. Now I will explain why we put that in there in a minute. In the meantime, we're going to make the drink itself. We start with a cocktail shaker, and we add 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. Always squeeze your limes and your lemons if you use them. It's very important because it makes a much better drink. It gives you the snap you're looking for. Now next, we have some ruby red grapefruit juice cocktail. Now I know a lot of you purists would scoff at this because it has added sugar, but trust me, I've tried fresh squeezed and this actually works better for this drink. 1.5 ounces of ruby red into the shaker. Next we have passion fruit syrup, and we add 1/2 ounce of passion fruit syrup to the drink, right into the shaker. Also, some sugar syrup, which is simply sugar and water mixed together 50-50. You can make it yourself on the stove. And we're going to put in 1/4 ounce of sugar syrup. One of my personal favorites, maraschino cherry syrup, taken right from the jar with the maraschino cherries. Makes an excellent sweetener. Use 1/4 ounce of that. Next we'll put in a dash of bitters, like the Angostura bitters. 1 single dash of bitters. And now for our booze. 1 ounce of gold rum. 1 ounce of Myers dark rum. Myers is the only brand I recommend for this drink because it really enhances the flavor. And now we will add some crushed ice to the shaker, and we will shake up our drink. Nice and frosty on the outside of the shaker. That's the best way to do it. And we'll pour it in. Be careful not to get it into the vial in the center of the drink. Pour it over the ice on the outside. We'll fill that just to below the rim. Now, for our final ingredient, let's not forget our Demerara 151, which is nice, flavorful, strong rum. Put in 1/2 ounce of that. The best way to pour it is to float it on top with a bar spoon. This one I liberated from a bar I used to work at several years ago. We'll float that on the top. And now, the reason we had the vial, and the reason I'm putting on this glove, and it's not for an exam, is for dry ice, which is extremely cold and will burn you if you touch it with your bare hands. So we will put some pieces of dry ice into the vial. The trick is to find ones that are small enough that will fit inside. So we have some dry ice chips in the vial. And last thing we want to do, we'll pour some hot water into the vial, and voila! We have Zug Island Zombie. Add a couple of straws, and there it is. One tasty Zug Island Zombie, which I will now try. That's good. And strong. But you know what? There's something I forgot here. There is an ingredient. What did I forget? Oh! I forgot the garnish. Whoa! That is one strong drink. I'll tell you what. Zug Island Zombie. Ain't nothing like it in the Midwest or anywhere else. But I did forget one thing. I forgot the garnish. Now that is a Zug Island Zombie. I'm Tim Tiki. Good night. And mahalo.